Morning, everybody. What a fair morning it is. It is very dark out still. So, here we are. Isn't that a pretty cup? Today, or this morning, I am filming very early because I have to get to work here pretty soon, so I am filming. And I have nowhere to film right now. I'm supposed to be getting a new bookshelf in, which is going to be a gorgeous bookshelf. So, here I am at a very weird, kind of got a bookshelf behind me, kind of got a window behind me, and it's dark out, so here we are. So the first thing that I read, because I want to try to use my Kindle more, so I read Bring Me Their Hearts by Sarah Wolf. This was an extremely good book. I am super happy with how it ended. I was very worried about how it ended, and I definitely would give it a 5 stars because I loved how it ended. To not really dive into it very much, the premise of the story is it is about a heartless, which is basically a witch's servant. The witch has the heart of this person, and if anything goes wrong with them, they just destroy the heart, and aka they kill this person. Well, this heartless has been given the chance to win her heart back, but in order to do that, she has to replace her heart with a heart of a prince, because war and politics and blah 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 going on. So she's entering what they call the Spring Brides, I believe it's called. And basically, it's a competition to see who the next bride is, because this prince is very not wanting to get married because he hates all the politics and the court and blah, blah, blah. And of course, he's just so dashing. So she's entered in, and they start liking each other. And you find out not all is what it seems. So that's kind of where I was liking it. It wasn't your typical competition for his heart type of thing. It was actually really, really good, and it was really enjoyable, and it had a mystery going on too, so I really, really enjoyed it. So the next book that I read was The Hazel Wood by Melissa Albert. This as well was a very unexpected ending, a very good twist to the book. It is definitely a fairy tale book. It's a dark fairy tale. It's like a traditional fairy tale almost. And later on you find out things about your character, and it was just so good. I can't express how good it was without giving too much of it away. But I highly enjoyed this book. If there was ever another book in this series, which I don't think it will be because it was kind of a final, I would definitely read it. And I love the writing style of Melissa, and it was just so good. And I'm so happy I got to a popular book, because normally I stray away from popular books because I'm worried that I'm not going to like it, or I'm worried that it's going to be such a disappointment because there's so much hype around it, but I did end up enjoying it. So the third book that I read, I finished the series, guys. Oh, it was so good. The High Lord by Trudy Canavan. I finally can pronounce her name correctly. It's only taken 3 very long books, but I can pronounce her name now. The High Lord. So this is a conclusion, and we have our main characters, which it is characters. Okay, I can barely hear things with these on, so I heard something behind me. There's a heating duct right here, so it was just the heating vent turning on. Anyways, back to the story. So we have our 2 main characters, Sania and Suri, and there's a bunch of other characters in there, they all have their own story, and it all wraps up so beautifully, and there's a super good twist at the end, there's a super good twist kind of about right there. And it carries on, and it was just like, whoa. So you end up rooting for people you didn't think you would be rooting for, and it ended so well. I very much am a fan of her writing style, so I super love this book. So definitely 5 stars. The last book that I read, can't believe I took so long to read this, Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I did not expect to like it. Did not expect to like it, period. But I did. I enjoyed it. I will continue on this series. I am now going to buy the whole series because I enjoyed it that much. There was a couple of points where I was getting really annoyed with Selena, but I did remember it is a young adult book. It is not an adult fantasy book. So there are certain elements that can't be in a young adult book, that I have to remember about. So after I put my mindset into that, after you're reading a young adult book, it's gonna be different. I started to enjoy it and not trying to force what I think this character should do. I really started to enjoy it a lot. And the ending, of course, was fabulous. And I can't wait to read the next one, which I believe is... I literally just saw it. Oh. Crown of Midnight. So, this month, the month of February, I do plan on going and buying some books. And so I'll be buying the next book in this series and a couple other books that I want to read. So that's all the books that I read. I didn't read too many, but I enjoyed them all, and I'm getting back into reading like majorly. And if you watch my next video for my February TBR, you're going to realize that, yeah, I have a very ambitious reading schedule for February, which is the shortest month of the year. And why do I keep doing this the shortest month of the year? I don't know. But oh, and some goals that I finished in the month of January. One of my goals that I wanted to do was I wanted to finish my character charts for my book series, or my book that I'm writing, which is called By Planet, which if you've watched any of my vlogs, you'll understand I'm not super proud of By Planet, the first one that I wrote. So I'm rewriting it, and I'm trying to do it correctly, and I'm trying to do it better. And I'm learning from my mistakes, because we'll get into that in the vlogs, because that's something I can discuss later. So without further ado, this is the end of this video. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you have a wonderful February, and I hope you enjoyed January, because this is 2021, and whether it started out crappy for anybody or whether it started out good, I hope we all have a great year. But until next time, guys, this is a Bibliophobe signing off.